Hey there. So it's no secret that I haven't filmed anything in a while. Or rather, to correct myself, I haven't released anything in quite some time at least. The truth of that matter is that I've actually filmed quite a bit of videos. I've even made more pitchets for my take on the DCEU, and I discussed what I think would make for a good slice of life film. But in the end, whether it was my terrible editing skills or just the lack of motivation, I ended up not releasing any of that. In the end, I know this is actually going to greatly harm my chance of this channel growing an audience. But that was never really the point of these videos. And I think that's in part what was ruining my motivation to continue. I was trying to force a series of videos or create a series, and by doing so, I'd be forced to constantly stay within the formula of those videos in order to produce more content. And the reality of this situation is I just wanted to do something I absolutely love to do. Aside from talk too much and procrastinate. And that thing that I love to do is to talk about stories. Sometimes very specific stories, sometimes characters in those stories, or maybe it's just a thought about some kind of broad spectrum in those stories. So, with the longest introduction probably in the history of a YouTube video essay. Hello. This is Boredom Entertainment, and right now as I'm writing this video script, it's 4 a.m., and I can't sleep. Have you ever been awake late at night, doing absolutely nothing, and just taking in the complete silence? The peace, as though the world is just absent. There are a great deal of ways to look at this phenomenon that has led so often into the joke of changing your life around in the middle of the night, or rearranging your room only to lose that spark once you have slept or the day begins. For me, the reality has always been that I find my greatest peace in the silence. No responsibilities, and no forced influence from society to do what I need to do just so that I can live. When I'm alone at night, I can think of the stories I wish to tell. I can do things at my own pace without any judgment, or without even feeling like the way I'm living isn't the best way to live my life. I can reflect on the good moments of my past, but most importantly, I can do nothing and think. See, life can genuinely be difficult at times. Regardless of who we are or what we achieve, we will always seek to be happy by some sort of outside validation. Not just validation of someone's opinions or, your neighbor and how they view you, but sometimes we need validation of adventures that we're able to go on, or accomplishments that are fulfilled and recognized not just by others, but even by ourselves. We all just want to be happy. We all just want to live. But what is living? And what do we want? It's a question that plagues everyone. The age-old, what is the meaning of life question? Even the most amazing person, the greatest individual that you can put on a pedestal, ponders this at night. And the worst part is, since we're constantly evolving, our desires also seem to change. So there is no answer even if we were to ever find one. But we have a constant need to find out, even to ourselves, who we are. In storytelling, writers often try to tell you definitively who the characters you are watching or reading about truly are. But rarely do they truly dive into the possibility that maybe the characters don't know. Maybe They need to find out who they are through silent reflection. Maybe the writer doesn't have to know who they are deep down even, but just who the characters have told themselves that they are. They, too, may be asking themselves what truly is living. Is it watching a YouTube video of self-reflection motivated by restlessness? Is it constantly being surrounded by people you love and spending time together? Is it in a crowd of humans that you don't know, cheering and rallying for an event of your community? Or could it possibly be sitting alone in a room at 4 a.m., deciding what you want to change in life? Regardless, that is the bittersweet truth about our reality, isn't it? Whether you're looking to find the first step to your inner peace or to truly understand how to describe a character's self-reflection, what better way than to do it yourself? In the end, whether we're talking about fictional characters or ourselves, the scariest thing that a lot of people may be afraid to find out is not finding out anything. To not know. Not know what to do. Not know who you are. Not know what's next. So, let's focus on what you do know. Focus on what does make you happy. Focus on realizing that there are nearly 8 billion people on this planet, and the only one who gets to live your life is you. See, we all will see a 4 a.m. in our lifetimes. But it's up to you to find out what that means. This was Boredom Entertainment, and I appreciate you letting me talk about what I was passionate about. And in this instance, it happened to be about 4 a.m.